Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Today I have this cute little box for giving your gift money or cards, gift cards at Christmas time, and I have a lot of these to do for myself anyway, so I love a wee bit of variety in this. I did do one before, you'll be able to see a different video. This is just another wee version, it's a thicker version, and you can just fold your notes and put them in, or you can put a wee bar of chocolate in with it, whatever you want. It is a good wee size box and it's very quick and very easy to make, and it uses up your scraps of paper, which is a great idea. I want to use all my Christmas stuff up before the end of Christmas. I don't want to be left with any Christmas papers, so I'm determined to use them up. So we'll get to it. The next one I'm going to make is with Whisper White as the base, and I'm going with the same DSP from the Santa's Workshop set, only I'm going with the trees instead of the wee elves one, and you can just cut out the wee snowman and whatever to go along with it. Pretty quick and simple, honestly, and just a bit of ribbon and a bit of punching and sticking. So let's get started. You need a piece of Whisper White if you're going to go with Whisper White. I need to rub my pencil marks off here, and it needs to measure 5 2/8 by 8 6/8, and we'll start just doing a bit of scoring. We'll go on the long side and score at 3 inches, 3 3/8, 6 3/8, and 6 6/8. Can't see my own light here. And that's that scoring done that way. So turn around this way and score at 3/8 right down, and if you just flick it round and score 3/8 again, that'll do your side bits for you, and that's your scoring done. So we'll just do our folds. This is not, doesn't feel as thick. I'm not using the thickest Whisper White, so it shouldn't be too bulky, but you want it to actually support you alright. So we'll mark with a pencil here just what you need to take off. I'm going to take these off, and we're actually cutting in here a bit too, and we'll take these wee ones here off. So I think that light is a wee bit bright. Tone it down a wee bit. It's just the white card is not good. It's not for seeing. You might see better, do you? Come back up. Maybe. Oh no, that's pants, isn't it? We'll go with that. Just so we get our cutting done anyway. So we're going to cut these wee bits out. Cut into that one, and we can cut into both center ones. Doesn't worry about keeping them. I'll do the same down this side. Cut in a wee bit. Keep this one cut in a wee bit there, but keep the other one straight, because it's your outside of the box. Now we'll want to shape this a wee bit. So if you get your ruler and mark it, you know that it's 4 1/2 inches there. So go to the center, which is 2 1/4. Oh no, sorry, we're not going to 2 1/4. We're going in 1 inch at either side. And then just with your pencil, go to that first line, the first fold along here. This one, not this one, this one. And join your line up to that corner. Same on this side, and it just gives you a wee nice front. And we'll just cut that away. Just be careful of any pencil marks. Rub them out now. So we can actually put our DSP on the front. And I have this pre-cut, and it measures 4 2/8 by 2 6/8, and it's just going to fit nicely in the center there. So you can use your tape runner for this because it's not going anywhere fast. Now this will be sitting up like this, so you want your trees sitting up like that as well. And just pop it in there central if you can. And we'll want a wee tongue there just for easy popping. And now is when you measure 4 1/2, so half of that would be 2 1/4. So just mark your center there. And just line that, I'm using the 1 1/2 inch circle punch, line that up central if you can, as central as you can get it. And that just gives you a wee groove, just to make it easy for getting the money out. So we'll join up the box now, and then we'll do our back bit. And again, you can use your tape runner or your glue. I'm going to go with my glue, I think. Now these are a wee bit awkward because it's a square box. So you want the straight edge to the outside and to the back, preferably. So you want this all to line up nicely when you're done. So put your glue on these wee flaps that you've made. And keep your ruler handy because it's good for pushing down to make them take. So bring that round, line it up nicely, same at this side, just to give you that wee box shape. So because the shape of it, it's hard to get. Use your ruler or your bone folder and to give you a wee edge, just to push that against. But make sure it's lined up, like I haven't done. Get that bottom. This glue does take fairly quick, so it's pretty easy enough to use. Just make sure you have it lined up so that you're happy with that. And that's your wee box, and that's your lid coming round there. So we'll want to put our ribbon on now, and I have cut a piece of ribbon, and it measures, you're going to need roughly 21 inches. And you want it sitting in the center, so that I'm going to tie my bow about there, so I want those two lengths to be roughly the same. Okay, now you can stick this at the back if you want, put a bit of tape runner or whatever just to hold it in place, but I'm just going to tie it and then I'll decide the position of it. So just tie yourself a nice bow. 21 inches in length is perfect. This ribbon I got in the clearance rack, so be sure and always check the clearance rack. There's always something in there and you'll say, I'll use that sometime. Just get it when you're getting it a wee bit cheaper. So that'll sit there, and we want to make sure you have it in the position you want it, and then we're going to add our paper to the back here. And just make sure it's facing up the ways so that all the trees are going up. So a bit of tape runner again. Oops. And maybe put a wee bit more in the centre because you're sticking it over the ribbon this time. Just so that it all takes nice. Am I going the right way now? Trees up this way. And just centre that. And that's your back decorated. Now for the front, I have already cut out the wee snowman, and I want him sitting at this side simply because he's facing that way. So he's a wee bit bigger than the elves, but you're going to see him when you lift your wee lid up, or you can actually trim that lid if you didn't want it to be as long. Should have trimmed it actually, couldn't we? I think I'll actually do that. We'll just take maybe 1/2 inch. But I'll leave that measurement for you and you can decide yourself. Depends on what you're decorating it with. If I take 1/2 inch off, draw myself a line across there. Doesn't want to let me sit here, doesn't it? How am I going to see that now? Oh, diddly do. Bring your line out another wee bit and that'll help you line it up. Not better. And just draw yourself a line. And just cut. So this longer length worked okay with the wee L's, but with the snowman you need a wee bit less. Still going to tie and look perfect, but it gives you the room for him to sit better. Just pat him on now before I tie that up. So I've just cut round him. He's on the back of the same DSP here. And he can just sit right over here. And I have also cut the wee boy, the wee elf, and he's got a wee parcel, and he's obviously given it up to the wee snowman. So I thought, well, we'll have to put the two of them in together. So pop him along there. Tie your ribbon up again. You could put a different closure there if you want, but I think the ribbon just makes it nice. Instead of magnets or Velcro or whatever. My ribbon foot there, aren't I? Right, okay, we'll leave that for the second. Now we'll want to do our punching. Got some Twilight Zone here. So the stamp set I used, the stamps are all from this lovely wee set here, Signs of Santa, and I'm using the to and from on the back, and I'm using A Joyful Christmas from All of Us on the front. So I have these stamps all sitting out here ready to go. We want to punch ourselves a 1.5 inch circle in the green. This is garden green, this matches perfectly. And you want a 1 3/8 inch scallop circle in the Whisper White for Stampin' Up. So, oops, we'll do our stamping first. And again, I'm using the garden green just to have it all tan in. And we'll start with this one. Oops. A Joyful Christmas. Isn't that right? Same as the other one. A Joyful Christmas from All of Us. Yes, I was lost there. And underneath you want From All of Us. And you want to get one of the wee parcels. I have stamped them out 3 times. Now I haven't got the blend pens in this, so I do have the blend pen, Stampin' Up blender pen, right? So if you get it and simply dip it into your green ink, you can very easily just colour in using the ink. So you're always going to have the match Need a wee bit more dip in. And the blender just allows you to blend it all through. Great when you've just a wee tiny bit of colouring in to do and you haven't got the matching pen. So we're just going to cut that out really quick. It's easier to cut these out as they are rather than trying to mask one off if you only want one parcel. Some people actually cut their stamps into 3 parcels. I'm not quite that brave. So I'll just stick to stamping it out and then raising it up. You could add a wee bit of Wink of Stellar so and add a bit of pizzazz to it, and then just use a bit of your, there's a wee short one there. That should fit your dimensional. No, actually it's going to be too big. We'll snip a wee bit off it. Keep that for another day. I'll pop that there. And just stick that to the center of your circle. Add more dimensionals. Oops. And then stick that to your green circle, your garden green. And that's going to go here. So I'm just going to put it on with some glue. Yeah, just stick this to the bottom. Brown and video. So we just need to decorate the back now. Again, get a piece of your garden green and your everyday label punch. Pop it in there, and then get another piece of your wisp of white and punch out the same. But this time we're going to go feed this back in. Just feed it in the side and hold on to that wee tip. Line it all up and punch, and that gives you a smaller, just takes off that wee bit there and gives you a smaller, you know, that you can layer it up slightly smaller, just, and it gives you the nice border then. So we want to do a bit of stamping on this too, and we're just simply going to do the to and from. Where's my wee block? So this is the to, just line it up nice and straight. Oh, press that far too hard. We'll turn that over. Just don't need as much force with the smaller stamp. And the from, don't do it upside down. Line it up about there. And that just gives you a wee bit so that you can add your names and whatever to the back. So I'm just going to put that on flat so that it's easier to write on when you're filling it in. And then just line it up. And we're going to stick that in the back. So that gives you a wee variety of the different colours that you can use, and you decide what suits best. Sometimes the greeny colours are good for men. And there you have it. Both finished really quick and great for putting a lot of stuff into. You get gift card, money, sweets, a wee bar of something, you know. Perfect. You could even slip a wee mini card in there, you know, happy Christmas card, a wee mini one. So that's me. I'll have all the details down below. If anybody has a go, please, please, please share it with me, because I love seeing what you make and I love your different takes on them. So I appreciate you dropping by, and if you haven't subscribed already, I really would love you to subscribe. Thanks for supporting me now, and thanks for taking time out to watch my video. Bye.